Hey, fifth grade, it's Mrs. Wright. It is, what day is today? Thursday? It's Thursday, and we're going to read chapter 21, and the Thief of Always, and find out what's going to happen to Mr. Hood in all of this. I don't know if you can see my board behind me. It might be reading backwards to you, but it says, I miss you. I set up a board in here trying to get my office a little more teacher-like. So let's see what happens. The title of this chapter is called Tricks and Temptations, which doesn't surprise me. So here you go. You've done well, said the smiling face, awaiting him at the top of the stairs. I wondered where you'd gone to, Harvey said to Ritkus. Always ready to serve, came the obnoxious reply. Really, said Harvey, stepping down from the chair and approaching the creature. Of course, said Ritkus. Always. Now that he was closer to the man, Harvey saw the cracks in his veneer. He was plastering on a smile and smothering his words in butter and honey. But it was the sour smell of fear that oozed from his sickly skin. You're afraid of me, aren't you? Harvey said. No, Ritkus insisted. I'm respectful, that's all. Mr. Hood thinks you're a bright boy. He's instructed me to offer you what you want to make you stay. He spread his arms. The sky's the limit. You know what I want. Anything but the years, thief. You can't have those. You won't even need them if you stay and become Mr. Hood's apprentice. You'll live forever just like him. He dabbed at the sweat beads on his upper lip with a yellow handkerchief. Think about it, he said. You might be able to kill the likes of Karna or me, but you'll never hurt Hood. He's too old, too wise, and too dead. If I stayed, Harvey said. Ritkus smiled and spread. Yes, he purred. Would the children in the lake go free? Why bother with them? Because one of them is my friend, Harvey reminded him. You're thinking of little Lulu, aren't you? Ritkus said. Well, let me tell you, she's very happy down there. They all are. No, they're not, Harvey raged. The lake's foul, and you know it. He took a step towards Ritkus, who retreated as if in fear for his life, which perhaps he was. How would you like it, Harvey said, stabbing his fingers in Ritkus's direction, living in the cold and the dark. You're right, said Ritkus, raising his hand in surrender. Whatever you say. I say set them free. Now, Harvey replied, and if you won't, then I will. He pushed Ritkus aside and started down the stairs 2 at a time. He didn't have a clue what he was going to do when he got down to the lake. Fish were fish, after all, even if they'd once been children. If he tried to take them out of the lake, they'd surely drown in the air. But he was determined to somehow save them from Hood. Ritkus came after him down the flight, chattering like a clockwork salesman. What do you want? He said. Just imagine it and it's yours. How about your own motorcycle? As he spoke, something gleamed on the landing below, and the sleekest motorcycle human eyes had ever seen rolled into view. It's yours, my boy, Ritkus said. No thanks, Harvey said. Oh, I don't blame you, Ritkus said, kicking the motorcycle over as he sailed past. How about books? Do you like books? Before Harvey could reply, the wall in front of him lifted like a great brick curtain, revealing shelf upon shelf of leather-bound volumes. The masterpieces of the world, Ritkus said, from Aristotle to Zola. No? No, said Harvey, hurrying on. There's got to be something you want, Ritkus said. They were heading towards the final flight of stairs now, and Ritkus knew he didn't have long before his prey was out in the open air. You like dogs? Ritkus said, as a litter of yapping puppies scampered up the stairs. Pick one. Heck, have them all. Harvey was tempted, but he stepped over them and went on. Something more exotic, maybe, Ritkus said, as a flock of brilliantly feathered parrots descended from the ceiling. Harvey waved them away. Too noisy, huh? Said Ritkus. You want something quiet and powerful? Tigers. That's what you want, tigers. No sooner said than they padded into view into the hallway below. 2 white tigers with eyes like polished gold. Nowhere to keep them, Harvey said. That's practical, Ritkus conceded. I like a practical kid. As the tigers bounded off, the telephone on the table side of the kitchen door began to ring. Ritkus was down the flight in 2 springs and at the table in another 2. Listen to this, he said. It's the president. He wants to give you a medal. No, he doesn't, Harvey said, tiring of the rigmarole now. He was at the bottom of the stairs and crossing into the front door. You're right, said Ritkus, ear to the phone again. He wants to give you an oil field in Alaska. Harvey kept walking. No. I got that one wrong. He wanted to give you Alaska. Too cold, he said. How about Florida? Too hot. Boy, you're a difficult guy to please, Harvey Swick. Harvey ignored him and turned the handle of the front door. Ritkus slammed down the phone and raced towards him. Wait up, he hollered. Wait up. I'm not done yet. You've got nothing I want, Harvey said, hauling open the front door. They're all fakes. What if they are, said Ritkus, suddenly hushed. So the sun's out there. You can still enjoy it. And let me tell you, it takes a lot of magic to conjure up all these shams and hoaxes. Mr. Hood's really sweating to find you something you like. Ignoring him, Harvey stepped out into the porch. Mrs. Griffin was standing on the lawn with Stu Cat in her arms, squinting up at the house. She smiled when she saw Harvey emerge. I heard such noise, she said. What's been going on in there? I'll tell you later, said Harvey. Where's Wendell? He wandered off, she said. Harvey cupped his hands around his mouth and yelled, Wendell! Wendell! His voice came back to him from the face of the house, but there was no reply from Wendell. It's a warm afternoon, said Ritkus, idling on the porch. Maybe he went swimming. Oh, no, Harvey murmured. No, not Wendell. Please, not Wendell. Ritkus shrugged. He was a goofy little kid. Anyhow, he said, he probably looked better as a fish. No, Harvey yelled up to the house. This isn't fair. You can't do this. You can't. Tears started to cloud his eyes. He wiped them away with his fists. They were both useless fists and tears. He couldn't soften Hood's heart with weeping, and he couldn't bring down the house with blows. He had no weapons against the enemy, but his wits were about at their end. So they may have gotten to Wendell, and it's possible that now he, like Lulu, is a fish. I don't know. But I like Harvey. Harvey's standing his ground. He's not playing into the tricks. He's figured it out. So, listen, this will be the last reading for a little while. You're going on spring break. So, I know I can hear you. No, Miss Wright, keep reading. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful break. I know it's going to be hard because you really can't go anywhere and do too much. But relax, sleep in, play outside, go for a hike, do something fun with your family, and know that I'm thinking about you every minute. We're going to get through it all. Till then, bye.